Hi again, this is Tom Sells with Lark's Metal Loft. It's May 1st. This is Lark's Metal Loft breeding coop. It's not very big, but I don't house a lot of breeders. Only have probably 11 pair at max. Right here is one of my hens. You can barely see her, but she's sitting on eggs. Another hen. This hen's mother was a 500-mile concourse winner. Her brother's down there in the other coop. She's sitting on a double. And then that bird that just flew in there, that's a full coat bobcoat pigeon. Up there is 2275, which is he's half Persuna, half Little Classens. Right here's his son, is on the very top right there. He's actually crossed in. That's where I crossed the Persuna Classens with Randall Berkey and Bob Coat pigeons. And that's the product right there, that blue checkered up top. And then right here you got an old bird, that blue bar up top. He's from on my last year's young bird team. He was 8th place in the concourse on 250 miler. And there's another Berkey and Coat bird. There's a Berkey and Coat bird. That's a full Coat pigeon. Right there's a full Berkey's right there on that ledge sitting. Right here's another Coat pigeon. Now these birds fly phenomenally. And that hen up there, I flew her back in 2012 and she was pretty good, so I stocked her, and hopefully she produces me some winning youngsters. Same with this hen down here in the crate. She did really well for me as well. She's actually 3/4 Coke and 1/4 Berkey out of my guy. Here's a pigeon that I hand raised back in 2011. She's a Classen and Persuna. She's a good bird. Here's her half sister right here. She's actually a fighter. Oh yeah. And here's a sister to the one I just showed you over here. And then here's her first round of youngsters. They look pretty good too. I like them. As you see, I've got Belgian white all over the floor. That helps absorb moisture and put a level of acidity in the environment, keep the birds from getting sick. And it also absorbs any moisture from their fecal. We just had a lot of rain. A lot of rain came in here because they leave a door open for ventilation. So not too many issues, just a couple. Right here is one of the feeders that I built. Okay, it's 4 foot long. I built 3 of them for a guy in my club that just came back. He needed some feeders and he said he wanted something to keep the birds off. So I put it in a roll bar. I think it's not bad for me just learning. I was never taught how to do any of this stuff. Common sense. Well, here's a hen that bred the best pigeon I've ever owned. And I don't know what she is. All I know is she's an ARPU hen. And band number 65790. And she, her daughter flew. She won the combine, 2nd place in the combine, club and combine. And then she was top 5 to my loft every single race. She was there, undoubtedly. Here's another good hen of mine. She's actually Berkey, Coke, Persuna class and crossed as well. She's actually a cousin to the other bird. And then here's a pair of squabbies, which you can't really see from sitting here, so I'm going to move them. Two little splashes, and they're actually Coke. Mixed with my full Coke pigeon with, I don't know if you can see it that well, but a blue bar white flight hen up there, sit right there, right where I'm tip my finger. It's right above her head. Not looking too bad. I like them. I gotta get in here and feed them and give them some water today. Last night I cleaned out the coop, so therefore I took and cleaned everything out. The water was there, but I took it all out, dried it, cleaned up any excess feed. And then over here, I gotta redo this, but it's the aviary. You know, just a little something for them to get outside to get some air. I'll probably have to reconstruct it, given the fact I don't like it. But what I'm gonna end up doing is starting here. I'm actually just gonna put a section straight across here, so with the birds level 4x8 breeding section, and I'll just house my breeder cocks here, and the hens will go down to the other loft, which you can't hardly see it, down to the other pigeon coop, down there. And I'll stock them in there like that, keep them safe. I don't breed all year round, I only breed during breeding season. This year, because of me moving, I had to start late. So these birds only got one round so far under the belt. They only got one more to go. Oh, right here, like a water I made a grit hopper. Because my birds like to kick it out a lot when I had it in a feed bin. So I put it here like that, and that way they can get it from all around. There's a handsome Berkey cock. He's very beautiful. Number 1429. He was the fastest bird Ron Falkroyd ever flew, and I think he flew something like 1,700 yards per minute, maybe a little bit faster. I can't remember what it was, but I know it was over 1,700 yards per minute. Alright, there's that hen I showed you her babies, the two splashes. Apparently they're going to be just like her, blue bar splashes. She's a nice bird. And then I lost the hen. I lost the sister to the one on the left. His sister produced birds that won. In fact, a guy in my club is flying one of his nieces right now from his sister. He's clocked her both weeks so far this year in no birds. And she was first clock pigeon both times. And neither time was she on eggs when she clocked. So, given that information, I know that's a good pigeon. He flew her last year and clocked her 3 or 4 times as a young bird. And we're talking about a guy that had an excess of 50-some pigeons, maybe 60. That one's proven itself. I mean, he lost everything else practically except for, approximately 8 birds. Some of them due to hawk attacks, some due to them just not coming back after the race season. During the race season and training and stuff, we lost a good bit. But her children survived to see it through. In fact, that's her daughter right there. That's his niece, one of his nieces. Well, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you, YouTube, for the opportunity. Have a nice day.